Hello, this is Mark Mitchell from Wizard Strategy, back again with another review of building material companies, if you will, dealer locator, where to buy my product. But thought I'd try something different this time to make it a little more interesting. As rather than just looking at one company, I thought I'd take a number of companies within the same product category and review them. And so today I'm going to review the deck category. So we're going to look at 5 different deck manufacturers and compare their how their locators each work and what I see as the where they're doing a great job and where I think maybe they've missed some opportunities to do better. Now the deck business is a tough business. Number one is that you think that you're trying to get people to buy your deck, and these are all 5 composite deck companies. So one, you could say they're competing against other deck materials than composites. The second thing is I always think when I'm doing a home improvement project or trying to market one, that many times the competition is another way to spend my money. So would we rather have a new deck or would we rather go on a vacation? New deck, new car. New deck, remodeled kitchen. So while you're trying to people like why it should be composite, why it should be my brand of composite, you can't lose sight of, hey, you're gonna really like this new deck. And so that's a challenge. The other challenge I find is that almost every deck contractor or retailer, online seller, they carry just about every different brand that's available. Where you will tend to find in other categories, like I'm an Anderson by Renewal window contractor. Maybe I can technically sell any kind of roofing shingle, but I prefer Owens Corning shingles, and I will feature those. But it seems in the deck world, they're kind of like I'm the deck guy and I can get you whatever you want. So it's also a big challenge there, and that makes it even more important that when the deck company sends an inquiry from their dealer locator, from their website, somebody comes to, okay, I'm ready, I'd like to know where to buy this, or I'd like to find a contractor. And if they just go directly to the contractor by phone or by email, that contractor may not know where it came from, and unless the customer tells them, and you certainly don't know where it came from. So it's even more important to me in the deck category to stay connected to the lead beyond just you're ready to buy, here's a list of places, go talk to them, because they are probably very likely to switch the customer to another brand if they feel like it. And so that's a big challenge. So let's walk through. We're going to start out right now with, I'm going to share my screen here, and we're going to start out with Trex and take a look at them. I'm going to take a minute here, and I'm going to make my pointer, discovered a way here to make it red, so that hopefully it makes it a little easier for you to see me moving the pointer around here. So the first thing that we always want to look for on the home page is how easy is it to find, let's say, something like where to buy or find a contractor. Okay, how easy is that? Is it right there on the home page? Which it's very important that it be right on the home page. Some people, I have to go to a drop-down menu. I got to scroll down a little further. They make it unnecessarily hard. And you always want to keep in mind when you're thinking about the locator, who are you talking to? And it's another challenge in the deck industry is you can be talking to a homeowner, you could be talking to a home builder, you could be talking to a deck contractor, you could be talking to an architect. And you kind of have to pick one to feature and focus on. And to me, it should be the homeowner. So I'm going to start first over here with where to buy, because we have customers who are going to want to buy the materials, whether they're going to do it themselves or their brother-in-law is a handyman, or however they're going to do it. So they're looking where to buy, or it could be a contractor who wants to buy. And then you have the find a builder, which I will just say that to me means find a deck builder or a deck contractor. But let's first take a look at where to buy. So if we go here under where to buy, and so here we are. So okay, enter in your zip code. So we'll go ahead and put that in here in Boulder, and I'll go here and say boom. And okay, so this is nice, but I'm not sure. Some areas may experience extended delivery lead times for Trex products. That may not be when I want to know this. You may want to tell me that when I'm further down, because now this says to me, oh, I wonder if Envision or MoistureShield, I wonder if they're having delivery lead times. It's unnecessarily, it's nice to be upfront and honest, but I think I might share that information just a little bit later on. But here we are. So find Trex retailers near, and so here we have the traditional map on the right, and we have I like this where they divided it here into 12 local dealers, 22 home improvement retailers. Now, as we're seeing the growth of online, and also it's interesting seeing, like they say, shop online here, and shop online. So I see Home Depot, I see Lowe's. I don't know if let me just do this just for fun here, but what I'm looking for is Dex Direct or any other national online resources, and so I don't see Dex Direct listed here as a place to shop online. But we'll take a look here. It says the Dex Superstore gives me their how far away they are, gives me their address, gives me their phone number, and gives me an email. And I just want to see here now. This email is now, I don't quite understand why they're doing this, because they do a better job with the deck builder part of things. And that is that they take me right to the, they're taking me right to the contractor, and that isn't really what I want. Or if I'm Trex, I don't want to do that, right? So I want to go back here just one second here. So I'm back here at the locator. So we saw what happens when I go here. It takes me right to email me direct to the Deck Superstore. There's a phone number, and I can get directions. What I can't go to is their website, which also kind of surprised me. But I'm just going to go ahead and say, okay, what if I was going to do that? I'm going to go to their website, and so I'll just stick that in here real quick, and let's see. I just want to show you what happens here. So I go to the Dex Superstore, which I'm highly likely to want to go and take a look, because I want to pick the right resource for me, for my project. And so here I've got the Dex Superstore, phone number, address, home products. I've got quoting tools, resources, call, visit, start with a sketch, schedule a visit. Those are all good things for them. Now, Trex brought me here, and I'm looking here just to see. I'm looking here to see anything here that tells me about Trex. Our brands. Let's see what happens here. Okay, I guess I can go there. Oh, okay. Well, we have Trex. Okay, and we have Trex. Oh, we have Fiberon. And we have Deckorators, and we have Fiberon, and we have MoistureShield, more Trex. And so, we now go into polypropylene, different materials. I don't know what all we're doing, but, it's like I came here, and I came to the Dex Superstore, and it isn't like, featuring Trex or anything. And also the Dex Superstore doesn't know where I came from. And so that is, to me, is a problem for Trex. Now, if we go over here, we look at Home Depot, and we say, now, also, there isn't the hours here. It doesn't tell me their hours. I have to go look at their website to find that out. Home Depot, I've got the address of my nearest Home Depot. I've got the phone number. Now, I always question here, does Home Depot, really want me calling a local store? I just can't imagine that they do, or would that be a good experience? Because, what's going to happen? I'm going to have somebody ring and ring and ring. The phone's going to answer at the help desk. They're going to go, okay, Dex is aisle 22. Let me see if I can get you somebody in aisle 22. Now I wait. Hopefully somebody answers the phone. And then that person probably has to go and find the answer out. So is that the kind of experience today that you want? Now, one thing that I like right here is I can go right online before I go to the store. And what I liked here is they didn't take me to the Home Depot homepage. They took me to the Trex section, deck section on the Home Depot page, which I thought was a very smart thing to do. So I think the biggest thing I see here is how I think that Trex could do a stronger job on making. You'll see here when we look at the builders how they stay connected here rather than just giving me this list here of places. And so I'm going to go up here and say find a builder. And so now this is something that most companies don't do. It drives me crazy. And that was they will list, here is our platinum, here's a gold, or here's a pro, and they don't tell me what it is. And you're going to see some of those here in a little bit. But here, Trex has done a nice job of telling me what's a pro platinum, a pro gold, okay? And it tells me a little bit about this, and and then so that I'm ready to go. Now I go here and I'll put in my zip code. Now what I did like is they told me the difference between the platinum, gold, and pro, and here and I can sort by number of reviews. I can sort by distance, number of photos, or if there's some specialty service they have. And so here's Add a Deck of the Rockies. It's 37 miles away. And so if you take a look here, so when they tell me about them, they have the phone number, they have an email, and then I can go look at the gallery. So I see this as a bit more than a gallery. So I guess I wouldn't say, I don't find out more or learn about Add a Deck or something, because here they are now. I have their address here. Not that I'm going to necessarily go there, and so now I have these projects. I can go look at photos of things they've done, and they are they have copy. They can tell me about themselves. And I've got reviews that people have put, which is great. I don't have to go look for reviews, all right on here. And boy, there's a lot of them, which is great. And I think they said that they have view 20 photos, so I can look and say, wow, they look like they do decks in the level of the house I live in. They don't. They don't do, is this a deck? Can I afford this deck, contractor, based on looking at this house? Or maybe I'm looking for somebody that's even, does even bigger, more exotic houses than this. And then what I really like here is get an estimate, and boom. Now I'm sending a request to get an estimate, but I'm still on the Trex site. So Trex is going to know that I filled out my name, my email, my phone number, my city. I'm going to select a timeline that I want to do it, and tell me a little bit about it, and then get an estimate. And so, this is really nice. So it's like, I don't know why in the case of the dealers that they didn't have the same type of thing where they're staying in, having the same option, and maybe telling me a little bit more about the dealers. Like, why is, Alpine Lumber better than Herb's Lumber, or, what is the difference on them? It also forces the retailers, anybody that's on here, to kind of like, they're going to stay serious about promoting decks and promoting specifically Trex. So I really liked how this whole part works. So I think, Trex is doing a really great job. I think the biggest area that I have a suggestion, so I like this: where to buy, find a builder, and then when I come to the builder, that they tell me the difference, and then they also help me decide which deck builder might be best for me. And they also can keep track of how many inquiries are coming to you from our Find a Builder locator, which is something that you get when you use an advanced locator like Bullseye. Now we're going to jump over next we're going to take a look here at Fiberon. And so Fiberon here, we've got, compare Fiberon products, decking idea. Oh, there it is, up here, where to buy or find a builder. So let's take a look here how their where to buy goes. And so I have this, and it's nice too, where to buy or find a builder. I don't have to go back. I don't have to start back at the beginning if I'm decide, oh no, I really want a builder. And then, I'm always wondering, we get so close in our industry that we call people by certain names. Like I have clients who call big boxes home centers, and I think of a builder, somebody that builds homes. And so, I would tend to say find a contractor or at least find a deck builder. So it's interesting how both Fiberon and Trex just say find a builder. And I'm this homeowner and I really don't know, what. So I went ahead and just said decking. Now, one of the things I didn't quite understand is before I fill anything out, I see this big map here that was empty, and now it's here. And I'm not sure, it's not really helpful to me until I get down here. And maybe it's just a personal style thing of having the information to the left and the map to the right. But because I scroll down here and now I can't really relate these people to the map without I'm going back and forth here. So we'll take a look here and we'll say, here's Budget Home Center. And so it's a local dealer, Budget Home Center. We've got our address, phone number, take me right to the website, directions, stocked products, decking. And then I could, I can email retailer. So let's see what happens here. Okay, so Fiberon is doing a good job here of Fiberon is staying involved with when they know that this inquiry is going to Budget Home Center. Although, they could take it a step up and be showing those, telling me more about Budget Home Center. Let's see, I guess I have to start this over again. Sorry. Oh. Now, I want to show you something here. So I can call them myself. I can get driving directions, and I can go right to the website, which I'm probably going to do. Now, I look here and I say, okay, Budget Home Supply. Okay, there's their phone number, there's their hours, there's their address. That's all good. And so I look here, Budget Home Supply. I guess there's some pictures or video or something here. Hours, kicking off a season. I'm looking for something about decks on here. And, there we are. We are the largest and most knowledgeable composite deck dealer. Good. And a YouTube video here. Would have been nice, being in the deck business, that maybe this deck thing was a little called out a little sooner, And so we are the largest deck composite dealer in northern Colorado. So let's see. So I came here because of Fiberon. And so Colorado Decking Supply, largest composite deck dealer in northern Colorado. Largest composite, but the first thing they're showing me is wood. And then I go to composite. And what else can I see? Railing supplies. Okay, well, let's go to composite. And now I look here and say composite decking is available at Budget Home Supply. Excited to announce Trex Elevation Steel Frame is here. Well, isn't that nice for Trex? Oh, and isn't that nice for TimberTech and Trex and Evergreen and MoistureShield and Fortress? And why do I think is Evergreen actually a different company? Wonder. I thought they had a different name, like Envision. Okay, so that's just another issue here where it's tough keeping the customer's website current and featuring what you want it to do. And be interesting to see, are these all the current logos of all of these companies? So that's not so bad, but yet if if I came here directly from from Fiberon, I'm being directed. One budget home center doesn't know that Fiberon sent me that inquiry if I go that way, and then I'm immediately, Fiberon is now one of 6 different brands they carry, and so over here, so we go right to the. Let's see what happens when we go here to the same Home Depot, and okay, good. So we're linked to the Fiberon page on Home Depot, which is great. And so we call it Local Dealers Home Improvement Stores. Once again, I'm not seeing anything about online, even though a lot of Home Depot and Lowe's are going to be, encouraging people to do things online. And then also, I don't see Decks Direct on here again. And so if we go over here, let's see how Find a Builder works with Fiberon. So go here, and so here we have LS Underground and SRI Decks. Now this is an elite partner. This is a select partner, but you remember how with Trex they explained what that was. Now I don't know the difference between these different types of contractors. Maybe somewhere, if I work hard, I can go find it, but I'm probably not going to do that. Okay. Now, so I go here to LS Underground, sorry, and I say I go to a page, and so this is good. So they've got, I'm still on the Fiberon thing. Here is some information about LS Underground, and here's how to contact them. And I'm staying, they're keeping me. They're in the loop. It would be nice here, of course, to have photos of some of LS Underground's projects, tell me more about the company, reviews, things like that would be nice to help me, because I think people are going to go through and kind of look and say, which one of these is right for me. And we'll just take another quick look here at SRI Decks and contractor information. And here we have same kind of things. Not very exciting, some pictures and captions would be great to add here within this. So I think Fiberon is overall, it's easy to find it. And then when I get here, I can go either where to buy or find a builder. I think they're not addressing the online people like Decks Direct, and then the other is that this order of this, where they don't explain their differences in their types of contractors, and then this map here sitting here just with nothing, and then even when I do put in my zip code and the map gets populated, I'm now going back and forth, so that. Just a personal thing. Seems like that could be more efficient if it was perhaps side by side. Now let's jump over to MoistureShield next. And so here we're taking a look at MoistureShield, and right away we can see where to buy, and we can see find a contractor. So here's that thing I talked about before about what language do people use. I can order samples. So let's start with where to buy, just because that's the order that we're going. And I've got a where to buy. Now this one automatically somehow knew where I was, and so that's something that an advanced locator like Bullseye can help you to have if you don't already have that. Now find a dealer, find a contractor. So once again, just like we saw with Fiberon, I like how I don't have to go back. I think I had to go back to the beginning at Trex, might be wrong. And then I'm not sure, what I think about stocking dealer, special order dealer. At this point, I'm a homeowner. This is my only deck I've ever designed, built in my life, I'm going to assume. I don't know squat. I'm not ready to know about stocking or special order. Maybe they can track, on their analytics and see how that's working. But to me, it doesn't necessarily, it doesn't. I would just say, hey, you want to talk to a dealer? Here's a dealer's. Now, here is here's their name. and where they are on the map, their address, they're a stocking dealer, a phone number, and I can go right to their website. So once again, they're sending me goodbye. And so I go to the website and I go to some place called UFP Industries. Now, wait a minute. Who is this? What is UFP Industries? This doesn't look, oh, okay, maybe that's a deck. You know, I'm confused here. Who are we? UFP is founded in Michigan, supplier to the lumber manufactured housing industry. Where are we? I'm looking for decks. This doesn't look like the right place for me, right? Now, am I going to go back, or am I going to, anyway, you haven't helped me by linking me to this. Now, so I'm assuming maybe they have a location in Colorado or something that can sell me a deck. You know, I'm not going to go looking here to find it, okay? You know, you're asking me to take yet another step, which you should be doing. And here, let's say, I guess this is probably the one that we're looking at, but I can view it on the map. I can't get to their website. I can contact them. But you know, MoistureShield is out of the thing. But I think what's really going to happen is I don't think they're going to even waste time with that. I think they're going to go, well, UFP Lumber, that's not going to help me. So here we got Alpine Lumber. Once again, stocking dealer. And, you know, I think it's like, hey, whichever dealer works best for you, you should start there. Now, maybe you want to have like, maybe do they have a showroom? Is there some other way to put that? But let's go to Alpine Lumber here. So here's Alpine Lumber. So they're now hiring. Apply now, and it's one of these ones that has 18 different sliders. Maybe one of them says something about decking. Employee owned and operated. Isn't that nice? And then, so they say, boy, trusses, takeoffs, millwork, reload, fast frame floors. We supply, you buy. What people say about us, isn't that nice? Now, let me see. Products. We got retail lumber, trusses, millwork, doors, windows, cabinets, reload, fast frame floors, fast frame walls, TGI takeoffs, and professional estimating. Maybe it's over here. What's over here? Oh, nope, same thing. Huh. So here I am again. I'm excited about MoistureShield and what I've learned about their product. I want to talk to a dealer. But now, you know, I either have looks like a corporate website here that I'm sent to, or I go to a lumber dealer who looks like they have nothing to do with decking. So that doesn't work too well for me. So let's take a look here at Find a Contractor. And so once again, well, they have me in Texas right now. So let's see if I can get back into Colorado. All right. So wow. Is this the closest one? Is I have to go to Texas or Billings, Montana? Okay, so I guess that we don't have anybody in Colorado. Well, let's just say Lake Life Decks in Amarillo, Texas. So here we've got their address. That's fine. Phone number. Visit website. And here I am at Wahoo Decks. Engineered for excellence, aluminum docks, gangways, bridges, and accessories. Now find your local Wahoo dealer. Now wait a minute. I'm looking for a MoistureShield deck contractor or builder, but I'm now on some place called Wahoo Decks company. This is getting hard, you know. This is I'm getting frustrated, right? So now. So let's try Elk Valley Contracting. Oh, we don't have their website. Okay, I have to, I guess, plug that in myself here. Let's just see what happens here. If we go to Elk Valley instead of Alpine, and okay, is this Elk Valley? Well, we'll just see. Oh, we're sorry. Website's currently unavailable. If you're the owner of this seat, please call this number. Well, that isn't working too well. Anyway, I think we got, I think MoistureShield has some issues here that they could certainly do to improve how their locators work in terms of where to buy or to find a contractor, because they have some specific product benefits about their product. They've got, aggressive marketing and sales campaigns, but there's this point in which a number of customers are going to come to their website and they're either going to go where to buy or find a contractor. And it looks to me like, at least if they're in Colorado, they're not going to have particularly good experience. So I think that could use some help. Next one we'll go to is, see, who is this one? Nope. We're going to go to TimberTech. So let's take a look at how TimberTech. So here we are, and we have TimberTech. We got Get a Quote. We have Outdoor Living Ideas, 4 Pros, Login, Cart, Connect with a Decking Expert. Do we have here where to buy? Okay, so we don't have that I can see where to buy. Just for fun, let's start with Get a Quote and see if this takes me somewhere differently. So Get a Quote. Our best contractors will reach out. Okay, so that's one way to do it. It's just fill out the information and then they'll forward that on to a contractor. So I think that that can work, but I might, myself, I'd like to know who are the contractors that are in my area that I can talk to. Because then I can look and say, which one do I like the best, right? As opposed to you're just sending me to maybe your best contractor. So maybe this is working for TimberTech, but I think they could really benefit from an advanced locator like Bullseye that would really also not only drive more business for them to their contractors or retailers, but also increase the loyalty of them. And they could also measure with data how many inquiries are going to which place and how many of those are closing. And if they're not closing, is it because they're selling to a competitor, or is that they maybe need a little training? And so this is like, to me, is like an extra step. Also, in today's world, you don't go to Amazon and ask to talk to somebody about a kitchen mixer or whatever. You just want to look at, show me the different options, and now I want to order it. So this is like taking some extra time here that I think they could make better use of with an advanced locator. And then and as also, we see that, TimberTech is carried by, some of those retailers like that one we saw earlier. And so there's nothing here that they're sending to, they're not sending anything to that retailer. And also if I'm Dex Direct, not assuming TimberTech I can buy through Dex Direct, but they're not helping Dex Direct at all. Now we go over to next one is Envision. We'll take a look here, and it says, see, I get this out of the way, and I see for pros, explore the blog, request samples, start your project, where to buy, accessories like, okay, so right there's what I want, right? Where to buy. And let's see what happens here. So Envision dealer locator, find a dealer near you. So now I put here my zip code, and I'll just say for fun 50 miles, and we will search. And okay, so we found our friends here at Alpine Lumber again. And so now there's their address, phone number, no hours that they do decking, and which I'm not sure, because I came here for a deck. I'm not sure if this would say decking, decking railing. Okay. And so so if I go to request information, okay, so this is nice. This is staying, I'm on the Envision site still. And so Envision's going to know that if I made an inquiry to Alpine. But once again, let's take a look here. Our buddies at Alpine. So we go to Alpine, and once again, this is this company that just isn't in the deck business from what I could see, right? So now if I go back here, let's see. So we have a number of Alpines. We saw budget. Let's take a Rocky Mountain Forest Products and Wheat Ridge, and they also have railing. So let's just see what happens if I go here. Spending more time at home. Oh, look right here. This is pretty great. They've got a nice chat box right away, and And so how do I get rid of this thing? Okay, so I can just continue as my, no, I don't want to talk to you. Get rid of this for now. Is that what I do? There, okay, it went away. So, but look right here, decking. Oh my gosh. So let's take a look. So, so Envision brought us to the party here. So let's see what happens under decking. So here's decking. They're giving me some locations. That's good. Wood decking and building supplies. What happened to composites? Where's that? So this is also an area where, as the manufacturer, you should be providing your dealers, contractors, and so forth with suggested content, copy, and images. Because they may go, oh, yeah, we should say something about composite, but I don't have time to write that. Do you have some copy? So how much linear footage do you need for a wood deck, once again? Why should you use cedar for my deck? How are exotic hardwares? What does deck checking? How do I clean? Oh, and maintain my composite deck. Finally, I get a question about maintenance of composite. I'm yet to see something about why composites are better. Oh, here we go. So we have 3 options, and of course, I think this is supposed to be 1 star, 2 stars, 3 stars. So composite, they're giving the best. Not all composites made equal. Well, let's see who is they're not saying the best, but they say we have Fortress, Trex, TimberTech, Fiberon, Envision, and Green Bay Decking. Well, thank you, Envision. That was very nice to help Fortress here. That's a nice job. And then don't forget your railing, stain, and hardware. Okay, and then wood decking again. Call us for pricing. Exotic hardwood decking. Boy, they seem to like everything but composites. Yeah, so anyway, so I think that, if I go back here to, I think Envision is doing a good job on the, where the, they're doing a good job on making it easy to find where to buy, but then they seems to me to be focused on we should make sure here there's not something I'm missing. Nope. Okay. So I go to where to buy, and I see find a dealer. So I'm not seeing any Envision contractors here. And so I think I don't know what the percentage, but my guess is most decks are built by a contractor. And so there's also an opportunity, I think, for Envision. And even though the contractors are going to buy through the dealer and the contractor are going to both appreciate that support. So I think Envision could improve that by adding a contractor section to theirs. Then the next one we're going to go take a look at here is, we got the Alpine. Who do we have here? Deckorators. Okay, so here we have, get my smiley face out of here. So we've got Deckorators, go beyond ordinary products, inspiration, start your project, resources, where to buy, locate contractor. So right there, easy to find. So let's go to where to buy. And I'm going to put in my zip code. And just to be safe, we'll put 50 miles. Hope that works. Boom. Okay, so now we've got Lowe's, so we have home centers, dealers, and online retailers. Look at this, Do-it-yourself home center. I'm in Colorado, and here is a online retailer, DIY home center in Green Bay. Here's Deck Expressions in New York. Here's Decks Direct. There they are in Minnesota. Okay, the deck store. Now, I'll bet if I go to most of these online places, they also sell probably TimberTech, Trex, Envision, Fiberon, MoistureShield, and so forth. But this is the first one, and maybe I think the only one that I found that is, let's say, kind of ahead of the game and is listing that. So these, if I'm one of these online retailers like, Decks Direct, I'm going to appreciate that you're helping grow my business a little bit. Okay, I don't know why I need directions here, and so take me to the website. But I think there also could be a contact Decks Direct, and it could be done through Deckorators. It goes to them, but Deckorators knows that an inquiry went to Decks Direct. Now here we've got What I don't see here is any, once again, contractor. Well, right, I'm sorry, that was up at, that's the other option. So we have Lowe's, they stock decking. We got the website, we got Cedar Supply. So let's just take a look here. And I'm wondering, is this the phone number of the local store? And is that really what Lowe's wants me to do, is to call the local store? But let's take a look what happens here. So, all right, so here's what most companies' mistake they do is now they've taken me to the homepage, master homepage of this Lowe's store, okay? They have not, they didn't take me to the Deckorators product section on the Lowe's website, which would be a better place to take me. Cedar Supply, we're going to take a look here, and Fort Collins. I don't know if this, how important this is, once again, about whether they stock or not, you know, not so sure at this point. And so your trusted lumber company offers top quality service. Get in touch. Isn't that nice? And we have fencing. Okay, decking. Good. Prominent. Let us help you choose the right decking materials. Okay, good. Contact us. That's fine. Now, okay, so we've got composite or wood, color, durability. No more looking for decking supplies near you. Decking, wood decking, composite decking. Let's take a look at composites. And best offer of composite deckings there. Top composite decking materials. We have TimberTech ASIC. We've got Envision. We've got Trex. We've got Fiberon. We've got Deckorators. Let us help you. So if I'm, you know, Fiberon or Trex or Envision or ASIC TimberTech, I'm saying, hey, thanks a lot, Deckorators, for sending a customer over to Cedar Supply, so we get a shot at them, even though they didn't come from our website. So always a challenge there. So now let's go back to their homepage. Oh, let's go right to Locator Contractor and see what happens. And so Locator Contractor. Now, I like this here where our certified pros are expertly trained to install Deckorators products, which is why they're highlighted on our site with dark blue or gold icons noting their certification specialized training. So many companies don't use this space for anything. And I think it's a great space to say something about like your dealers, your contractors, somebody, right? And then, so here's the certified pro, and then the elite, certified elite. Here's some of ours in action. I guess that probably takes me to a video or something, but we don't have time for that today. So let's plug in this one, and let's once again also say 50 miles. Let's see if we have anybody. Okay, well, we've got quite a few. So we have Precision Construction, who is now I wish they would tell me like the difference between these two. You know, at least they tell me to be looking for this, right? But so we have Precision Contractors in Golden, so they're 20 miles away. And so I email, and I'll bet this will take me right to, yep, it's taking me right to my email, sending my email to them. And that's not what sorry, I went 50 miles. I could do this again. Okay. It's the kind of stuff like you know that you don't you know, advance things like, you know, keep these things. You don't have to go back and put them back in. You know, today we're so spoiled that everything is so easy. But so if Deckorators brings me here and I go right to Precision either by phone number or by email to Scott, they don't know where this came from. And so it would seem like, you know, I don't know. It would seem like even if you do this, I wonder if it comes up like that, can it automatically have a copy go to Deckorators? It's not, you know, I'd rather have it come in like we saw the other decking opportunities. So here they sent me, so I go right to the website and I see Precision Construction, bringing projects to life with precision, commitment, and the utmost care. Okay. Now, I don't see the word deck, but they are showing me here. Okay, they're showing me some nice decks. That's good. Now, I see home. I'm not getting anything here. Steel frame galley, commitment, evolution. So they look like they're really big on steel frames. Of course, Scott has a big commitment. He's a great guy, I'm sure. And Evolution, and Scott has probably, he started out in high school or something, and he's done all this nice stuff. And I'm still looking for anything about decks, right? They are Deckorators Pro certification. So, this is another one where, Scott could really use some help about, with his website, like what he's selling, some photos and some copy to help him. Because I'm not sure if I came here looking for a deck that this would be my first choice of people to go to. It doesn't really say anything about Deckorators, and it doesn't really say anything about he's in the deck business. But he's certified elite. Now let's see what happens if we just go down to Colorado Custom Covers and Decks. Okay, that's a strange name, but let's go to, so here's, I got directions, I got certified elite, and it looks like if I want to go to them, I have to put in the website myself, which, for some reason, okay, here's Freedom Contractors. Well, this one at least I don't have to cut and paste, which a lot of your customers are going to end up cutting and pasting, leaving your website, going off on their own, and who knows where they're going to end up. So we're waiting. Okay, so now here I'm at Freedom Contractors, Luxury Outdoor Living. Okay, that works. And here's decks, all right? So we'll just start there. Modern approach to deck building, good. Got a free quote, nice. Worry less about your deck. Oh, look here. Trex and Fortress say, thank you, Deckorators. And here's premium quality and construction, and then I also do new windows and doors. He's a really creative guy here, isn't he, at this stuff? But so that this is probably about as good as it gets if you are a deck manufacturer and sending somebody to a website. There weren't 6 brands of decks there. There were just 3, so that was nice. And he also looks like he's actually in the deck business, and I would want to do business with him. So that's the last one of the 5 that I wanted to share with you today. And I hope that this is, I hope this has been helpful if you're in the decking business as a manufacturer, to take a look and say, how could we make our locator stronger? Because you're spending a lot of money in sales and marketing to make people aware of, you ought to have a new deck. And 2, it ought to be composite. And then 3, it ought to be our brand. And so you're sending them samples. You're nurturing them probably with email campaigns and so forth. Perhaps, your contractors are out at local home improvement, home and garden shows and so forth. And so when that customer's finally ready to talk to somebody, when they go to find a dealer or talk to a contractor, what is their experience like? Are you staying part of the discussion, or are you've worked really hard and then you're saying goodbye to them and you have no idea where they went and whether or not they bought a deck? And so I hope this, just walking through, comparing one to another, with every company I saw something that I thought they were doing good and some things I thought they could have done better. Probably the biggest one was the lack of, as we're seeing online retailers grow like Decks Direct, seeing that only one of the companies recognize, like, if you want to look online, here's where you go. And if you want to, deal with a local brick and mortar store, here's where you go. And if you want to have a talk to a contractor, and then that word about, is it a deck builder? I mean, is it a builder, a deck builder, a contractor, a deck contractor? And I didn't see anywhere on there perhaps about, the benefits of dealing with a deck contractor. Like, they help you with design, they understand local building codes. Now, maybe that's in some of these companies' blogs and so forth, how to select a contractor, look at their reviews, look at some of their projects, things like that. That may be a great also when they get to that point. That may be a great some more good copy, or even another thing they could download, and so you'd know that they came to that page and they're thinking about choosing a contractor, and you know that they're in Colorado or something, and so that it would be another way of keeping track of these people, which to me, the building materials industry is tending to do everything they can to attract people, hang on to them until they get to the locator, and then they literally say, well, here's a bunch of places, they're all really the same, you pick the one you want, goodbye. And that's not the most effective way to do it today. So I encourage you to look at your own locator and look at improving it with locators used to be just a have to have. Yeah, we have a map on our website and we put in a spreadsheet of all these locations and it all shows up, and so it's for convenience for the customer. That's it. And today it's so much more than that in terms of it's staying related to the customer and making it easier for them to make the right decision of, one, to buy your product and to buy it from the source that's going to be the best experience for them. So I encourage you to take a look at that, and take a look at Bullseye Locations website and their blog, and you can learn a lot more about how advanced locators can really make a difference and help you get the return on investment that you're making in other digital marketing tools such as HubSpot or Salesforce. So I hope this has been helpful, and if you've got any questions or you'd like me to review your company or your category, please let me know, and I'll be working on more of these as we go forward.